After watching the 49ers win Super Bowl 29 during my senior year of high school, I saw the team go through a lot of agony over the next 18 years. Getting eliminated by Brett Favre for 3 straight years in the 90s, the team being mediocre at the turn of the century, the short winning spell with local boy Jeff Garcia at the quarterback position, years of abject failure in the aughts under Dennis Erickson, Mike Nolan, and Mike Singletary. Along came Captain Comeback, Jim Harbaugh, to don the headset for the 49ers after a few years at Stanford using USC as a punching bag. The Niners improved greatly in Harbaugh's first season as coach. They went all the way to the NFC Championship game. If the events of the 2010s didn't unfold the way they did, that loss to the New York Giants in the 2011 NFC title game would have made this list. It would get better in 2012. Alex Smith continued his career resurgence after I wrote him off as a draft bust. But halfway through the season, Smith would suffer a concussion that would sideline him for the rest of the season. Before he became a sad version of Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite, Colin Kaepernick was a quarterback I was looking forward to seeing great things from when the Niners drafted him in 2011. He would be the starter after Smith got his bell rung, and he was up to the task. His passing numbers would be right up there with Smith's. But there was one more weapon Kaepernick had in his arsenal: his legs. Along with the 10 passing touchdowns he threw that year, Cap recorded 5 rushing touchdowns. Kaepernick had a 5-2 record in the second half of the season as a starter, which included a win over the New England Patriots, where Cap threw 4 touchdowns that game. It seemed that Harbaugh had the right quarterback to fill the hole Smith left. The defense was also stellar, featuring Dante Whitmer, Aldon Smith before he started getting in trouble with the law, and Pro Bowl linebacker and Ole Miss alum Patrick Willis. The Niners finished the season 11-4-1 and won their second straight NFC West division. In the divisional playoff against the Green Bay Packers, it was a high-flying first half with the 49ers holding a 24-21 lead at the half. Halfway through the third quarter, Mason Crosby tied the game with a 31-yard field goal. On the next drive, Kaepernick would once again be a hard quarterback to stop, running to the end zone for 56 yards to put the Niners back on top. They wouldn't look back as they buried the Packers 45-31 and earned another chance to get back to the Super Bowl. They would have to go to the Georgia Dome and face a team on a mission. The Atlanta Falcons were looking to end a long way to the Super Bowl themselves. They were on track for that with a 24-14 lead at the half. But the Niners' defense kept the Falcons off the board, and Frank Gore took care of the rest. Scoring twice to put the Niners on top. For the first time since my senior year, the Niners were going back to the Super Bowl. They would face off against, well, if it isn't the Baltimore Ravens. This game would be known as the Harbaugh Bowl. Brothers Jim and John would face off for the Lombardi Trophy and bragging rights within the family. But it wasn't looking good for the Niners in the big game. They were down 21-6 at the half. On the kickoff to begin the second half, Jacoby Jones would go 108 yards to put the Ravens up by 22. The Niners would have a huge hill to climb. They would get a little bit of help, an oddly timed respite, if you will.
Throw this down the middle to Vernon Davis. Watch, but look at the safety is anticipating.
In the middle of the third quarter, the lights went out in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, and it would delay the game for about half an hour. Whether it was a faulty electrical device, Beyoncé's sexually suggestive halftime show with Illuminati signaling that overloaded the transformer, or the league playing a part in the power outage. Don't know, don't care. This was when the Niners started the comeback. Michael Crabtree caught a 31-yard pass from Kaepernick for a touchdown. Frank Gore found the end zone. And David Akers kicked a 34-yard field goal to put the Niners within 5 going into the fourth quarter. Early in the fourth, Justin Tucker put the Ravens up by 8 with a 19-yard field goal. The game was still within reach.
2nd and 7.
On the next drive, Kaepernick would show off his speed and run 15 yards for a touchdown. The Niners failed to tie the game after the 2-point conversion missed. Tucker would add 3 more with a 38-yard kick. Still plenty of time for the Niners to possibly take the lead. The Niners' next possession got them as far as the Ravens' 5-yard line with the 2-minute warning looming. Kaepernick tried 3 times to get the ball to Crabtree, but failed on all 3 tries. The Ravens would milk the clock for the most part on their next possession. The Niners picked up a safety, but it wouldn't matter. The Ravens would hold on and win their 2nd Super Bowl. The 49ers, on the other hand, would suffer their first loss in the Super Bowl era. This was a painful loss, but not too high. Time heals old wounds, and there will be a series of events that would unfold over the next several years of watching 49ers football that would help with the healing. Or would it?